Hello, and welcome to Wyverns and Weirdos does Curse of Strahd. With me, as always, is Zoe, playing Sivia, Emily, playing Beatrice, Laura, playing Conrad, Mitch, playing Kazir, and Johanna, playing Fall. And I am your Dungeon Master, Darby. Let's jump into it. And we're back. So, where we last left off, the party went to Valaki, finally getting to the church to drop off Irina and Ismark. However, not long after dropping them off, they discovered that the artifacts keeping the church safe have gone missing and have been stolen, and stolen on behalf of the local coffin maker. With this information, and with an hour left of sunlight for the day, the party decided to go to bed after a bit of socializing in the tavern. So,
making awkward situations.
So, was there anything you guys wanted to do as you were getting ready for bed in the early hours of people going to sleep?
I've got something planned for like after everyone else has gone to sleep. But...
Okay. Well, I guess because like Connor kind of like came out of having his bath, all the stuff bundled under his arm, and then pretty much everyone just kind of stopped the conversation they were having, and Kazir and Beach just like, we're going to use your room, but good night. You can have the awful room with the straw beds, even though you paid for both of these rooms. So he's just gonna stand there like fuming a bit quietly after like people disperse. And then he's just going to so he's like so he's wearing like his breeches, his boots, and like his like the white undershirt thing, I guess. And he's got like more clothes like bundled under his arm. He's like, okay, well, and he's going to turn around and pop down the stairs again and duck his head over to turn his head over to the barkeep, I guess. And he's going to say, so clothes washing, have you arranged that yet? I have some clothes for you to wash. There's some blood on them. They're not, well, they are it is my blood, so don't worry about it.
Washing service is an electrum piece.
Good, excellent. Here it is, and he flicks it over to him. And although he walks over and dumps like he's obviously gotten like he's got obviously two pairs of the clothes he has. So he dumps most of the stuff he was wearing. Yeah, like his like a spare shirt. It's just lots of blood from around the neck area. Which he hands over to the barkeep with the electrum.
Okay.
Take good care of it. It is good quality, and I would really like to get the blood out. It is a traumatic and unpleasant experience for me. Thank you very much.
These will be returned by tomorrow evening.
Tomorrow evening. Well, jolly good, excellent. It better be a very well-washed job. However it is that people wash things. Good. I will retire for the evening. And he'll return to the bedroom.
Okay.
When it looks like everyone's finally like settling down for the night, Sevia is going to cast alarm in front of both their rooms.
All right.
I'm assuming like in a circle that maybe like includes the windows, but yeah.
Kazir is, as he leaves the 4-bedroom room and before he goes into the 2-bedroom room, he is going to go downstairs and grab like a bottle of wine or something or other, if there's wine or some form of beverage.
Yep.
I don't know how much that would be, but nothing fancy. Just
Probably probably a silver for each serve, essentially.
okay. I will put an electrum down on the table.
All right.
Also, I didn't check, but are there cups in the rooms?
No.
All right, I'll grab a couple of those as well.
Okay.
And then I will head upstairs.
Okay.
I'll plonk a glass on the table and fill mine up and sort of gesture over to Beatrice. Want a drink before bed?
Sure thing.
I'll pour a second glass and I'll bring it over.
Beatrice, whilst Kazoo is downstairs, will have done her usual thing of popping her daggers underneath the pillow and just prepare her area for her going to sleep.
Okay.
And sit and drink with Kazia.
There. So, as everyone finds sleep coming for them, Paul, what was it you were wanting to do?
Yeah, so while everyone else is heading to bed, Fall's just kind of been spending some time like doing some stretches and then trying to do some meditating, and then they're going to try to pretend to sleep along with everyone else. And then after a couple of hours have passed, so he can make sure that everyone really is asleep, he's going to go kind of look over everyone else and then set his sights on Conrad, who's also in the room. And he's going to try to make his way over to Conrad's luggage and start rummaging inside.
Okay. So, Conrad, do you keep your luggage locked?
Shit.
I'm not sure. I mean, he probably does. Probably. Oh, I don't know. He's got like okay, so I suppose like his bed, he probably has like because he has like a big suitcase, he has like a bag. The suitcase would be locked. The bag probably wouldn't be. I will also say though, around his bed, he has put some more ball bearings all around the floor. So, just like pretty much like marbles all around like the floor before he kind of like settled down. Wrote into like a little book he had.
I'll use my acrobatic skills to like. It's like the floor is lava. Like trying to.
So the way we're gonna see is you're going to roll me a stealth check with disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
And the DC is going to be Conrad's passive perception.
Okay.
Because he can't actively perceive things while asleep.
Alright.
Okay. So that was a 15.
So you managed to sneak through the ball bearings, and you knock one or two of them, but you're able to stay silent enough that like it's I'd imagine there's probably that thing of like that momentary that you see all the time where the sleeping person will look like they're stirring, but they're actually just like sleep turning.
Yeah, just freezes.
Yeah. Okay. And so yeah, you get to the trunk and realize that it is locked.
Okay. Yeah, so Fall's just kind of like, oh, I don't know what to do with this. So they're going to start looking, see if they can rummage through the bags or anything that Conrad might have lying around.
Okay. So because of that, so roll me another stealth check.
Oh god.
Can I like roll to see if I like, I don't know.
Depends on the stealth.
Nice. That was 17.
17.
Oh, jeez.
So yeah, you're keeping quiet as a mouse.
Fantastic. So I'm just going to look for anything that might show anything that Conrad is affiliated with, anything identifying, any like letters or notes,
Okay.
or like emblems or anything.
Okay, so roll me for that an investigation check.
Okay. Okay, come on. Oh, sweet. 18. I'm rolling well.
18.
That was a +0. Haha.
So Conrad,
Jeez.
considering that's a reasonably decent success, what would Fall find?
Okay. Yeah. All right. So I suppose like in like I guess the unlocked portion of his stuff, like his bag and everything, he would like have just be like changes of clothes and things like that, like I don't know, little handkerchiefs and things and stuff like that, and like some some of the rations that he got from the estate the day before, and I don't know, like just like little incidental things. I guess probably though he hang on, he would have the little leather-bound book that he's been writing in most evenings, and that would probably still be out because I guess like he would probably just have like kind of like tucked near. He's near his pillow, I guess, but probably not properly.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So if you can grab that,
Oh,
I guess like your stealth.
Yeah. So you could try to get at the diary if you wanted. It would be another stealth check at disadvantage.
Shit.
Come on, fuck.
Actually, it'd probably be more a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
So there'll be a stealth check to get over into position,
Good
and then
luck.
a sleight of hand.
Rolling well. So that was an 18 for stealth.
Okay, so that's success.
And a dirty 20 for sleight of hand.
What was it?
I'm using all my rolls for this.
What was the sleight of hand?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Wow. Yeah,
That is
because
incredible.
I was giving a +5 to Conrad's passive perception for that sleight of hand because of it being like right up against his head, but you managed to deftly yes, get the book out without him noticing.
Because he is just having a dream that's just like, he's just like, I know Flaws doing something bad right now.
Oh no, something bad's happening in the waking world.
He's twitching in his sleep.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay. Interesting.
Okay, well.
So it's like a leather-bound book. It's very fine looking in itself. Like really, really nice parchment pages and stuff. Okay. But there are like so it's like a little leather-bound book, but like the front portion, there's like quite a lot of pages that have obviously been torn out specifically.
Mhm.
Like on the front, there's like an embossed kind of like, kind of like a snake, but sort of like a winding one in a figure 8. It's an Ouroboros, so like the snake swallowing its own tail kind of thing, in a figure 8 form. That's like kind of stamped into the leather of the book. And yes, there's like lots of torn out pages. I've actually written a couple of things, so this is fun. This will be a fun little adventure. I guess like there's a lot. Like I guess are you just like flicking through, or are you looking for something in particular?
Specifically, he's looking for things that might say like Conray's goals, where he's from. If he knows anything about what's going on right now, essentially.
So this will be another investigation check just to know how to scan through the language and try to pick out anything that actually seems important to what you're trying to find.
Cool. And while you roll that, while you're skimming through it, I guess when you first pop it open with like all the lots of torn out pages, there are like some that haven't been ripped off entirely, and there's like one that's got like a corner mark off it which says, "Cheh, good God, I can't do this. I just can't. I can't stand it anymore. If Papa brings it up one more time, I don't know what I'll do. I can't go through with it. I won't. I'll..." And the rest of the page is torn off.
Fantastic.
While you are flicking through that.
I rolled a 13.
13.
13. Okay.
Yeah, so that's if there's anything that is reasonably obviously what Fall is searching for, then they can probably find it, Laura. Anything that's a bit more tangential or obscure is probably not going to be picked up on with a 13. But
yeah, for sure. So I guess like the pages that haven't been torn out, you see stuff like it's literally just like a little diary, obviously. And I will also mention as well, like Conrad has very like kind of like neat-ish shorthand like writing, but the writing is quite stilted, and I guess Fall would recognize this because I think he mentioned to one of the other party members that he has been in Serrata. They've been in Serrata before at some point.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. I think
yeah, like there's a lot of like, it's very kind of awkward, like in regular common, I guess, because there's a lot of shorthand for like the common dialect from Serrata, which is like a very wealthy city state, which as you know, you've been there. So
fantastic.
and lots of like very very specific language from that area. But most of it's like literally a diary. Like there's literally things being like, oh, bad start to the flight, ended up in some sort of strange foggy place. As a result, had to do a great deal of walking, quickly found 4 others, blah, 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 blah. And then you might like skim on. He also says something like, oh, I learned to skin a rabbit, was perfect at it, of course. Stuff like that. Skips onwards. It's like, the summary of the next day, talking about what happened with the village, sort of speaking with like Ismark and Arena and stuff like that. Generally has a pretty like, very like, I don't know, it's writing with like great detail of everything that's been happening. And then like the next page of that is just something like, bad day, clothes are all ruined. Strahd got into my head, nearly died. Traveling now, that's it. That's the last page that's been written in normally, but then because you're looking for specific info, I guess you'll find, hang on. So you'll find like there is a couple of like, it's like, because as you can usually see like when like a book, if something's been written in, you'll be like a little gap there. So you'll flick over and there's like quite a few pages in of like blank pages. There's I suppose this will be interesting to Fall. I don't know specifically for Conrad's location, but I think Fall would still be interested. And it says, going to make some notes on the others for the time being if we are to be traveling together. Sevia, nosy academic and a woman. Magical skills supposedly, though not much show of it yet. Does the magic come from her or from some kind of item? Talks an awful lot, anxious but spews out occasional irregularities, flirting, anger, apparently from some Durham University, doubtful she has any kind of pedigree. Doesn't like me. Beatrice. Bird woman. I believe she is a Kenku. Raven folk I saw illustrated in one of my papa's history books once. Bit gruff, skill with a blade and a bow. Don't have much of an assessment of that yet. But a good hunter. A mercenary type, possibly. Allyship might be bought with coin if pressed. Have tried conversing, but outlook unsure. Doesn't like me. Kazir, devil man, intimidating presence. Doesn't talk much. No evident combat skills whatsoever so far, though seems to have some kind of magical influence over some things. Whether that is part of my muddled memories or not remains to be seen. Unsure of motives or thoughts much of the time, not sure how trusted he can be. Has some nice piercings, though, very mature, possibly rebellious past. Unsure at this point. And Fall, devil person, unsure. Wimpy, talks a lot. Seems to have some skill with hand-to-hand combat, though has in past claimed it to be accidental. Shall monitor more closely. I did raise the offer of allyship, but they did not respond eagerly. Is this because they suspect being made a foil, or is it because they are already playing a longer game? We shall see. Least predictable, not to be trusted. And that's the last of what you read.
All right.
I love that. Okay.
And there's like in the margins of everything, there are like certain notes on like potential combat. Like you presume, I suppose, from what you glean from a 13, it could either be like notes on like really like brief shorthand that you might not be as familiar with, but seems to have like some like connotations. So like either potential combat, whether it's what the people that he's writing about would be good at fighting with, or how he might pinpoint the people that he's writing about. Either way, one of those things you're not sure because of it's very heavy dialect at that point. Yeah.
Excellent.
So that's what you found in the book.
Fantastic.
Cory's snoring alongside you.
So Fall will just look very considering and thoughtful for a moment. They seem a little bit surprised by some of the contents, but not excessively shocked or anything. So they'll just take a moment and then they'll try to carefully place it back and return to their bed.
Hand.
Yeah. Come on. Oh, dirty 20.
No, come on.
Yeah,
Darby.
you stealth away handily.
Oh.
Oh, sorry.
Wow. Okay, and then I take it from there you go to bed.
Yes. Eventually.
Is he going to need to stealth his way out of the ball bearings, or was that like a collective dirty
Yeah,
20
come on,
for
Fall.
both?
Fall
probably-
bearings
Sorry.
time.
Yeah, stealth check.
This may yet end poorly.
15.
15. Yeah, that's enough.
I upped my dex.
Again, you probably kick at
My
some of
dex
them,
is
but
great
it's
too.
not going to
Clearly
be.
not my perception.
Well, your wisdom is 10,
Jesus.
so.
Yeah, he's not very wise.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Well
Okay,
then,
well.
learned some interesting things.
All right. So. Interesting. Okay. So. I take it from there you simply go to bed, Fall?
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Now you all managed to get a reasonably early night, because yeah, you had sunlight left when you were starting to kind of retire for the day, and so it's probably still when you awake, probably still about an hour or two until sunrise. You're not entirely sure. Like you're in an unfamiliar land, but like it's still reasonably dark outside. It's also quite noisy outside.
That is uncommon, is it not?
That is uncommon.
Excellent.
Yes. It is noisy outside as you hear screaming, and those of you who are near windows can see that there are handily see that there are bats and ravens flying around outside.
Great. Well, Darby, do I actually wake up or do I just sleep through all
You
this?
do wake up because this is
Okay. I wake up when I hear bats chittering past,
Well,
but I
this
don't wake
is
up
because because this is when you're actually like at the end of your rest.
Yes.
No close alarms. Can I get everyone to roll for initiative, please?
Oh, I forgot to pre-roll all my dice. Oh no.
Oh dear.
Let's see which one's lucky tonight.
That's a rookie mistake, that one. What dice
That's
am
a
I
9
gonna
for me, unfortunately.
use? All right.
That's a 15 for me.
That's a 16 for 4.
15 for Beatrice.
Okay, sorry, I'm gonna need to get those again. So 9 for Conrad. Paul was
16.
16. Beatrice was
15.
15. Sevia was
15.
15. And Kazir.
5.
He had a lot of that wine.
All right, and I need to get.
Because he wakes up and he's like, what?
Arena is. She got a natural 20.
Nice.
Probably the best for her.
Because there are a lot of characters in this. Ismark was a 19.
Well, I'm
Got the
glad.
Which
competent
becomes a 20.
NPCs, yeah.
Yeah, as if they've got their life together.
So, yeah, let's see. Yeah, there's some. These guys can have the same initiative for simplicity's sake. Okay, so, yeah, you see... Well, actually, you don't see anything yet. You're just... Yeah, other than, like, the swarms of bats and the ravens. Okay, so the first person to act of the party is Beatrice. Oh no, Fall. Sorry, missed that.
Okay.
Skimming through all of this. This is a long combat encounter tracker, but most of it is like non-combatants.
Yeah. Alrighty, so I guess Full is instantly just gonna like dart up
Okay.
and then run to the window, I guess, to see what's going on.
Okay, so roll me a perception check.
Okay. Yeah, so they just have a look and they roll. Oh, they roll on that one.
Nat 1.
So that totals to a 6.
Yeah, you
They
don't,
hit their head on the window.
you don't see much beyond the ravens and bats. You do still have movement though.
Okay. I guess I'll run over and I'll shake the nearest person, like shake them awake. Is everyone still in bed?
I believe so, because they haven't had the chance to move yet. So it would either be Sevia or Conrad.
Okay. I'll go to Conrad and shake him awake, and I'll just generally call out, everyone, there's something going on outside.
What?
What?
It's completely black outside.
It's nighttime, of course it will be.
It's not nighttime.
There's a lot of screaming for nighttime.
Yeah.
Depending where you're from, yes, I suppose so. Not good. Okay, get away from me.
Right.
And let's see what this is about.
Alright. So, that is Fall's go. And you see one of the swarms of bats comes in through your window.
I thought it was closed.
There's enough that they kind of force it open.
You technically did open, like maybe
Yeah.
you, because
Maybe it's all open.
Between your head knocking into it,
you
and
opened
the
it,
force
let
of
a
these
bat
bats.
in.
Yeah. No, a swarm of bats.
Oh no! Oh no!
A single bat would be cute.
Okay.
Oh, I can't believe we're in a small room. Ah,
Okay, so
I can't do any flame damage.
I mean, there's firebolt. So it is the swarm is going to try to bite at you, Fall. That is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
So that is 1d. No, it's still 2d4. That's a swarm. So that is 3 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, but Darby, I got the feat where I don't take as much fall damage, and all of Fall's damage is fall damage. I'm immune.
Yeah, Daffel must be immune to all
Can I
damage,
roll
Darby.
persuasion on the DM?
No.
Roll,
So Full
roll.
takes more damage.
Okay, Beatrice. You hear stuff outside and in the room next door as well, where your allies are.
Beatrice is going to grab her daggers and then go over and wake Kazir up. In the hear zap.
Well, that's probably not good.
Are you still in the habit of sleeping in your armor, Kazir?
Well, he didn't take any damage last, so yeah, probably.
Okay.
Only, I think, if he doesn't have need of a super long rest, he would sleep in his armor.
Okay.
I guess again he
Extremely
was
tired,
drinking
he'd take
some cheap wine, so
Good point, he'd just collapse face first. He wouldn't even have a blanket.
Alright. So, anything else you're doing, Beatrice?
She might she'll go towards the door and just listen into the hallway to see whether she can hear anything through the door.
Alright. Okay, Sevia. There are a lot of bats in your room.
Yep. And
they just bit Fall.
She's not happy about it. Question.
Yes.
Does something like chromatic orb only affect one thing at a time?
Yes, but these bats are considered one thing as a swarm.
Okay, now the question is, am I willing to risk my party mates in this small room? Or if I'm saying I'm going to attack the bats, can we like just say it only attacks the bats?
Yeah, it's a 2-hit. It's not a...
Okay, cool.
Chromatic orb isn't an area of effect.
Okay, then she is going to spring to her feet. And she's going to like she definitely lets out like a and then she's going to really quickly move her hands around her necklace, say some arcane. Oh fuck, I need a diamond! Fuck me. Oh wait, no, because I'm using my arcane focus, right?
You technically still need a diamond for it, but I would imagine as Sevia would have had her component pouch on her, she would have that diamond on her.
Thank you, TM. Thank you. So she says her arcane words, does her arcane hand motions, and she is going to hurl the 4-inch sphere of energy that forms, and because of her arcane focus, I'm going to say it's kind of purple with rainbow swirls all through it.
Okay.
And she is going to hurl that towards the bats.
Yeah.
And she is going to choose...
While you're deciding, roll to hit.
Okay,
See if it even matters.
Yeah, well, she's gonna choose, hold on. 14?
That hits.
Yes, baby! Okay, so these bats are going to take... Oh, should I use it at second? I'm gonna use it at second, so they're going to take 4d8.
Really, you should be declaring the spell level if it's outside of default before
sorry.
rolling.
Sorry.
I'll allow it this once, but just in the future.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so it's second level, and she's going to cast 4d8 of thunder damage.
Okay.
Ooh, those are some mediocre rolls. That's 8, 9, 13.
13. Okay, so the initial bead of magic finds itself at the center of the swarm of bats and just explodes out in this concussive, thunderous energy, and you pretty much halve the amount of bats in the swarm.
Yay.
Alright. Okay, next is... Okay, Beatrice, you see going past a figure that looks like a kinku. Rushing past. And... Yeah, okay. Actually, not rushing past, flying down into the tap room. Conrad. You've just been shaken awake.
Yes. Okay, good. Get away from me. All right. And he reaches under his pillar and draws his rapier, I guess.
Yep.
Again, standing up in his little half unbuttoned white shirt, his breeches. Okay, good. Let's go. And I guess just for movement, runs to the end of the bed thing and just swings a big wide lance at the bats that've just been like half of them had all pattered to the floor, I
Yeah.
guess, after Seaver electrocuted them.
Yeah,
And, yeah.
roll to hit.
That is a 24 to hit.
24 will certainly hit.
Yes. So 1d8 plus 4. That's 5. So 9 damage altogether.
9 damage.
Yep. And for his bonus action, he is going to so I'm going to Paul and go, let's get rid of the, take out these
okay,
and then shut the door.
Before you might want to say something else, because that was enough to take out the rest of the bats.
Oh, cool. Alright. So he kind of runs into the bed, flexes, and then just whacks the rest of the bats down with the force of the rapier. They patter to the ground next to the already electrocuted ones. Cool, okay. And he turns around, good, excellent. Shut the window.
Evia shuts the window.
And yeah, there is still a commotion outside. We're not quite out of combat yet, but because you didn't use your movement, Evia, I'll allow you to do that. Okay.
It was just a pause.
Yeah. Yeah. Kazir.
Good girl.
Right. Couple of things. Is our window open? Or is it
No,
closed?
it is closed.
All right. And there's yelling from the other room, and there's yelling outside.
Yes.
And are we on the second story?
You are.
Okay, cool. It might come into play later. Right. Well, Kazir is going to jump up and look out the window, figure out what's going on.
All right. Roll me a
Also
perception
going,
check.
yeah. Where are we? Oh, 17.
17. Okay. So you see from the streets that there is a lot of bats, a few ravens, and most worryingly, there are, doing a quick head count, 6 unfamiliar humanoid figures, one of which seems to be holding a parcel from which you can barely make out the appearance of the end of a bone poking out.
Damn it. Are they running in a certain direction?
Yes, they are. They are running towards the church.
At a quick glance, does it look like they are friendly or not?
Roll me an insight check.
Okay. Hwah! I'm insight man. 20. Dirty.
20. You manage to notice as one of them walks past just below, and they're looking around, that the face is pallid, and you can see basically they have the countenance of a vampire about them.
That's unfortunate. I'm assuming that's action and
Yeah.
stuff. I don't really have much else to do.
No.
Can I relay that to Beatrice at all or
Yes.
no?
Yes.
Okay, I tell Beatrice everything.
All right.
A couple of vampires underneath us, carrying the bones.
Alright. So, we are back to the top of the initiative round. One of the vampires spots you staring down at it. And is going to...
Just an ordinary patron of the tavern.
Yeah,
Happen to have horns.
it's gonna climb up the wall
That's really creepy.
to face you. And
Is the window locked?
Still looking out of it.
Can if someone were, say, closing the other window, could they see this happening?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, I know what I'm doing on my turn.
Yeah. Okay. Kazir, as this vampire catches your eye, roll me a charisma saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Actually, let me double check whether this is charisma or wisdom, because that could be very important.
They are my highest and my lowest. So
very important.
we shall see. I'm just gonna roll the dice and we'll see. Okay.
It is a wisdom save.
Oh, boys, we're good. 21.
21. Okay, yeah, you can see, like, you see it. You can feel it trying to put a magical charm on you, and quickly you think of your deity and shake it off. Alright. And so that vampire is kind of stuck out there. Okay. Next person on the list. Beatrice. You see the ringmaster from in the tap room come towards where you are. Alright. You seem like capable folk. Come with me.
Why should I trust you?
Because I've been dealing with the things here for much longer than you could even imagine. And that's going to be his turn.
Is that like in the room with us in it?
No.
No. Okay, so that's in the other room.
In the hallway.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in the doorway.
It is your go.
Well, Sevia is going to.
It is Fall's go.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, okay. So Force probably fall into they're crouching with their hands like protecting their face from the bats, and just kind of like look up and be like, oh, all right, the bats are gone now. And probably rush to the window again to see if the swarm is still there. I guess I'll roll another perception.
Yeah.
Come on, not a 1. Oh my god, it was a 2, so that's a 7.
7. Yeah, I think you can just barely see there's 5 figures walking the street.
Okay.
And the usual bats and ravens, but the bats...
Are they like pressing against the
No.
stuff?
No. Not at this moment. Alright.
Yeah, I think Fall's gonna be kind of just stressed. Just gonna look turn to the others and be like, so are we barricading the room, or what should we do? And that's their turn.
Okay. Beatrice, it is your go.
Beatrice is going to grab her quiver and her bow.
Yeah.
And turn to the ringmaster. And is Beatrice able to sort of tell whether he's trustworthy or not?
Roll me an insight check.
A 14.
14. It's hard to get a read on whether he is truly trustworthy, but he does seem to be honest when he says, like, he's been dealing with this, like, he's been facing this stuff for a lot longer than you can imagine.
Beatrice is going to follow him.
Alright. Sevia.
Is there any kind of door adjoining our 2 rooms?
No. But you're basically on the same corner.
I'm wary of reopening the window.
There is a door to the corridor outside.
I know, but she's worried about the vampire at the window. Because he is.
Well, it's fine as long as it doesn't get invited in.
She doesn't trust that.
Is it bad that I, as a player, forgot that was a mechanic?
I did too.
You know. God. Okay, she's going to cast message
Okay.
to Kazir.
Alright.
And she's going to say, do you have a handle on this?
Doesn't look like anyone does. But we're good, aren't we, Beatrice? What?
Well, yeah, no, Beatrice had her go, so she's left the room. Yeah.
Okay. I am going to use... bonus action Expeditious Retreat.
Yeah.
She is going to be like, I think Kazir's in trouble too, and then dash to his room.
Alright. Alright. Next is... a lot of NPCs who aren't technically present. Conrad.
Excellent. So Conrad is going to sort of take stock of looking around the room, and then I guess he's going to kind of quickly reach over and grab a couple of more daggers from under his pillow, and just kind of sort of shove them. It's kind of got little strapping on its little breeches, and he kind of so shoves the little daggers on little hilts there, and then hops down and then follows out to the hallway as well, I suppose.
Yeah. Alright.
Oh, and he also says to Fall, he's like, you can barricade yourself or you can go outside, it is your choice. And that's all.
Alright. Kazir. Okay.
So Sevier is now in the room?
I assume so,
Yes.
yes. I dashed.
Fair enough. Yeah, Kazir will march on over.
Alright.
So, vampires are trying to do brain stuff. Beatrice is left. I don't know if you passed her in the hallway.
No. She's gonna cover her eyes against the vampire. She's gonna be like, what do you mean she left?
I mean, she woke me up, and then I turned around, and the door was open, and she ain't here. So, unless she's developed the ability to teleport, I think she walked out the door.
What?
I just sort of walk on past and look out the door if I have any movement left.
Yeah. And yeah, you could see Beatrice wouldn't have gone too far out of sight in the time, so you can see that she's going down the corridor, following what seems to be the ringmaster from the tap room. Okay. Yeah, the vampire spawn at the window is gonna try the same trick on you, Sevia. So roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, that's not a great roll. What's my wisdom? Oh, that's a 10.
Yeah, you feel compelled to invite this vampire in.
No. This little chestnut.
Is it the same thing as Conrad, or is this an actual
Yes,
charm
so
spell
this-
making me want to say it?
You are charmed by it, so you consider it a friend of yours. A friend and
Okay.
an ally, and it is asking you to let it in.
she's going to like drop her hands away and be like, well, I don't know, Kizzy, this vampire seems quite friendly.
Can I talk?
Yeah.
I swear to God, you open that window, I'm throwing you at it.
What? They just seem friendly. Why can't I let them in?
Let's go
Please
work on.
let me in.
Let's go talk to Beatrice about it, and then you two can both open the door because it gets stuck sometimes.
Oh, is the window locked?
Yeah, Beatrice has the key. Come on, let's go.
Well, of course, meet us downstairs, vampire friend. And then she's gonna go. I'll let you in once we're downstairs.
Yes. Do I have to roll for that, Darby? Do I have to roll?
I'm just
She's
trying to
charmed.
determine whether that counts as an
Yeah,
invite
does
or
that
not.
count as an invitation or not?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's what the
Oh
face
no!
I made you downstairs!
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no!
Or like, does it have to be like we go to the door downstairs and then I let them in?
Also, this is
It's an invitation.
it's an invitation. Also,
Yeah.
this isn't your go. This is its go,
Gosh damn it!
and it's gonna start with its multi-attack to punch in the window. Smashing the window.
Oh, that wasn't very nice.
And then enters the room and walks up to you and
Hello.
and tries to bite you. That is a 19 to hit.
19. What do you think the answer to that question is, Darby?
Alright. So you take... Good news is you're not charmed anymore. So you take 5 points of piercing damage. And... 9 points of necrotic damage. With your hit point maximum being reduced by 9 as well. Alright.
Oh, I'm trying to work out 26 minus 9. 17?
Yes. Yes. Alright. Oof. Okay, the ringmaster, having heard that, is going to turn around and say to you, Beatrice, like, what has that tiefling done? And go back to the room and see, oh, there's a vampire in here. He didn't know that Severe was in here, as far as, like, he heard a smashing sound from
That
this
makes
room.
sense.
Okay. So he is going to, with his action. Oh, that.
Darby reaches for a book,
Yes.
peruses it seriously, turning the pages furtively, his brow furrowed.
Yes.
The book is titled How to Deal with Player Character Deaths.
Yeah.
Okay, so he is going to go up to the vampire, and did he do that with his? Yeah. He's going to cast Dispel Evil and Good. So he's going to try to attack the vampire.
I just want to say the vampire is a 2.
Oh, this might do it. He makes and he misses. All right. is his go, because I don't think he's got any cantrips that he can do. Yeah, no. And, I don't think any of these guys. So, okay. Fall, your go. You heard smashing glass in the room next door.
Yes. I will make my way over there now. And I assume see Sevia being bitten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While the ringmaster tries to swipe a sword cane blade at a vampire.
Yeah.
And
okay.
Kazir's just there.
He is present.
Kazir is present.
I'll just be like, oh, not again. And is going to go and try to attack the vampire with a flurry of blows.
Alright, roll to hit.
Alrighty, so
3 times.
Yeah. First, that's a 22, so
That'll hit.
yeah, he's gonna try to like hit the vampire in the back of the head, I guess.
Yeah.
With the quarterstaff.
Yep.
That's 7 damage.
7 damage. It is naturally halved because this is a non-magical attack.
Yes. Okay, alright. And then he's gonna try to like just, I don't know, grab and punch.
Alright. Yeah.
That's a 16 to hit.
16 to hit. That will hit.
Awesome. That's 6 damage.
Alright.
And then we'll try to do, I guess, a left hook.
Alright.
That is 14 to hit.
14 to hit. That just misses.
Ah, dang. Alright. They'll just kind of stumble.
Alright. Okay. So that is-
Back off.
Yeah. It is Beatrice's go.
Beatrice will follow the ringmaster back to the room. She will see the vampire and try and fire an arrow at him.
Alright. Roll to hit.
18.
18. That handily hits.
Ooh. And that's a 1d4.
1d4.
4.
Okay, 4. So that halves to 2. I'm just trying to think. There's not anything you're forgetting that you can add to that.
Oh, she took a multi-class in.
Yeah, there are
Does she get
allies.
sneak attack?
Yes, you get sneak attack.
Yeah.
Sneak attack. Because you've multi-classed. D6 extra.
Don't
yeah.
forget.
So you added d6.
Yes. And don't forget,
Add a
it is possible as a Slayer Ranger to also designate a creature as your prey.
Oh, that's true. Wow. Vampires have just got themselves on the hit list, haven't they?
Well, it's one particular foe.
Is the vampire still chomping on Sevia, or is she free?
She's not quite free, technically. Like, she's
Okay.
not grappled or anything.
Okay.
But...
It's
So I
probably
also
like
get one
holding
D6
them
of-
out.
Yeah.
So this is the one you're designating as your prey for this period of
For
time?
this period of time, yes.
Yes. Okay. So how much are you adding on top of that initial damage?
Oops, hang on. I remember what one. Oh, there it is. It takes an extra 1d6 damage.
Okay.
Guess overall you add 2d6 onto.
Yeah, so you're adding
2d6.
2d6 with your sneak attack.
So, that's 11.
11. Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
Good job.
Oh, did you add your dexterity to that initial 4?
No, I didn't.
No. What's your dex again?
My dex is +3, so that's
Plus
7.
Yes.
7 and an 11.
Okay.
Is it dead?
No.
No. Okay.
It's deader.
There's a little laugh in W's voice when he said no, which is not a good sign.
It's shaky.
It was more like you have been fighting this thing for less than a round. You really think it's dead?
Yeah, it's fair.
I'm hopeful.
Yeah, who could kill something in 4 seconds?
Sevia.
What do I wish was
Wyverns and
here?
Weirdos to find out.
Okay, so it's still holding on to me, right?
Technically, yes. You are
Yeah,
not
it's probably got like an
grappled, but-
arm. Like,
yeah.
I could pull out of it, but it's probably got a hand on me. Alright,
Yeah.
and I'm bleeding from the neck. I'm gonna shocking grasp it.
Alright. Roll to hit.
Which is, please. Ooh, that is a 12 to hit.
That misses.
Shit. Okay, then she ends up just because shocking grasp is a touch one, so she probably like smacked it. So that did nothing.
Yeah.
She's flustered and in pain. Her magic just doesn't. It just kind of fizzles out.
Yeah. Alright.
Oh, I don't want to use up any more spell slots this early in a fight. So I guess
you might need to... Is Expeditious Retreat concentration?
I don't think
I don't think so. Concentration up to 10 minutes.
Yeah, so please roll me a concentration check for when you were bitten.
Okay, please be good. Please be good. Please be good. Ooh, okay. That's a nat 15.
Okay, that'll be fine.
Okay, good. What's my constitution? I have no idea.
+2.
Yeah, it's +2. Okay, so that would have been a 17.
Okay.
Okay.
Conrad.
Well,
Oh, is there
can I
something?
then technically use my bonus action to dash?
Yes. Be aware, unless you can disengage,
I
do
don't think.
provoke an attack of opportunity.
I don't think. Okay, I'm not going to do that then. I can't take any more hit points. I'm squishy.
Okay. So, Conrad.
Okay, cool. Conrad now arrives at this very crowded room all of a sudden. He's like, oh, good God. And he like kind of like barrels, like, I don't know, like not like barreling through everyone, but kind of like, because he's quite dexterous, so he'd be able to get past people, but there's probably a couple of elbows in people's sides. And then he's going to he's going to stab the vampire, I guess.
Okay, roll to hit.
He's going to stab the vampire, because it's like grabbing Sevia, look like one arm.
Like gently, yeah.
So he's going to stab it like in the armpit, I guess. Like he's going to like do like a kind of like a twisty turn hand movement thing to stab it in the the armpit of the arm that's grabbing her.
Now, your rapier is just a regular rapier, isn't it?
It is, unfortunately, unless you want to give me a silver rapier. Yes, so he's going to do that, and cool. So that is a. Sorry, just one moment. I rolled 14, so a nat 20 to hit.
That suddenly hits.
Cool, and of course there's people within range, so I'll get my sneak attack die, I believe.
Yes.
And my regular attack is I rolled a 5 again, which is weird, plus 4, so 9, and then my sneak attack. Sweet. So that is math. 17 damage altogether.
17, nice. Unfortunately half to 8, but that's still...
Yeah, that's alright.
Yeah. And you do have your bonus action still.
Yeah, cool. And then so he turns around, looks at Kazir, is like, go on, come on, we need to get his arm off her.
Okay, so is that
There's
you?
an opening here, get him. And so that's the help action.
Yes.
Does that give him advantage
Yes,
or assistance?
It gives him advantage.
Because he has advantage.
On
yeah.
whatever action he does next turn.
Yeah.
Really exciting.
Kazir.
Oh, good. I need to think of something exciting to do.
Yeah, sorry.
I am...
Narratively the person you choose.
That's okay. He will see this creature, and because he was sort of looking out the window at things far away, he's got his hand on his crossbow, so he is going to pull that out and go for a shot. He's not within 5 feet of the creature, is he? He was behind Sevia, looking through the door.
You're not
Alright.
within 5 feet.
And this is
yeah.
this is a decent size.
Yeah.
Yeah, in that case, I'm just going to sidestep so I don't accidentally hit Xavier, because that'll be embarrassing. I don't know how I'm going
Alright,
to
roll to hit with advantage.
Roll one. Yeah.
Yes. Oops, I dropped 1, 6. Wow, that's a good one. That's a 19 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
Yes. And wow, 5 damage.
5 damage. Half to 2.
He's not a damaging person.
Yeah, it's fine.
He is going to use a bonus action. Oh no, he's not. Nah, he'll hold on to it. He will do nothing more.
Okay. Next is the vampire spawn.
Yay!
This is going to be such a long fight.
We're just chipping away at it.
Sevia,
Yes.
you're in its reach. It is going
Yes.
to continue sucking your blood. Yeah, that I believe is gonna go. That's gonna work because that's a natural 14 plus 6.
Yeah, I have an AC of 12.
So you take. So it's 9 points of necrotic with your total reduced by 9 as well.
So
And-
I have. Oh!
And 5 points of piercing damage.
God. Oh god, I'm so squishy. Oh no. I hate being a wizard. Oh no. Why did I choose this?
Alright. Next is the ringmaster. He is going to he doesn't really have anything else really outside of his so he has to use he has to use his weapon, so he's gonna roll for that, and that's a total of 9.
We haven't even left the tavern.
Thanks, bud.
Zia hasn't left his bedroom.
Fall.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot the vampire's other attack, which is going to use against.
No take backsies, Darby.
Against,
you have to.
against
You missed
the
it.
ringmaster,
Just a chance.
which misses anyway.
Nuts. Okay. From my martial arts experience, we didn't learn much about attacking an opponent from behind, which is what this situation would be. Okay. I guess what I'll try to do is I will try to grapple the vampire in turn by kind of grabbing my quarterstaff, putting it like in front of its neck and kind of choking it,
Okay.
keeping its head away.
Yeah. Okay. So this would probably be this would be a contested roll for a grapple.
Strength is not strong suit.
So yeah.
It's just standard strength roll.
It would be an athletics for you, and an athletics or acrobatics for the vampire.
Acrobatic. Oh no.
For the vampire.
Can I do it very acrobatically?
You know what? What you're describing, I'd allow.
Oh hell yeah! Yeah, I guess I kind of like kick my foot like I'm leaning on it and pulling backwards. Yeah. So that is a holy shit! That's a natural 20. That's a 26.
Okay. Yeah, you had this grapple back, and you know what? Because of that, roll me a d4.
Okay. 4.
4. Okay, so you do 2 points of bludgeoning damage to it as well.
Nice. Oh, that's cool.
Is it like back from Sevia now? Like clearly its mouth is no longer on her neck.
Yeah.
But is it like
It's still
disengaged?
it's still within combat range, so it could still swipe at you, but yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Does grappling, it doesn't count as an attack
It does
action?
not, I don't.
So that's-
Actually no, it does, I think. It is you are choosing to so you can, I believe, use your flurry of blows
Okay,
as
so that
part of
works. Oh, okay.
Or
Yeah, sure.
even just your bonus action unarmed attack.
Yeah,
You don't
I'll
spend the key point.
I'll do an arm attack, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know how that would feasibly work in this situation. I
you-
punch it in the head.
Yeah.
I kick it.
Yeah.
Like kick it, yeah.
Yeah.
Or like whack it with your
Kick it
tail,
in the back
maybe?
of the, kick it in
Oh,
the
yeah.
back of the knee or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Try and bring you
No.
down.
That's a 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Nice. That's 5 damage.
5 damage. Okay.
Not very beefy.
Alright.
Alright.
Beatrice.
Beatrice is going to dart in and pull out her dagger and stab him in the chest.
Alright. Roll to hit.
So that is a 15.
15 just hits.
I think this vampire would be intimidated by us all wailing on it.
Something you have noticed, it does seem to be slowly healing from its wounds.
Yeah.
It does have a degree of regeneration.
And I still get 1d6 as well, because it's my
Yeah.
Right,
And you get
so-
the additional d6 for
and
sneak
the
attack.
additional for sneak attack. So that is 12 points
12.
of damage.
Okay, so up to 6. Alright. Okay, Sevia. Oh, that's something. Beatrice, you can do... you can do an offhand attack
I can
because you're...
do... Yeah.
Because of your 2-weapon fighting.
Yeah, so I'll stab again.
Yes. Okay.
So, that's a 16.
16. That hits. So this one is just the
Just the
D4
D4.
plus your dexterity bonus.
Six.
6. Okay, not too shabby. Okay. Sevia, is your go.
Okay, so I am aware that I cannot use Firebolt.
I mean,
'cause
you
I'm in a
can.
room-
You'd be at disadvantage.
and I'm in a room with all my allies. I'm just worried about my friends.
I mean, it's not an area of an effect spell, so you're not risking hitting them.
Okay. Oh, cool. Then I'll use a cantrip then. Then yeah, definitely. Okay, because she's got a bit of distance, and she is like panicking. She is going to one-handed, because she's got one hand kind of clamped over her neck. She's gonna arcane symbols, arcane words over her focus, and she's going to try and grab the. No, she's not gonna grab the vampire, but she's gonna get her hand really close to it and try and shoot. Fireball.
Alright.
Did you say at disadvantage?
Disadvantage because you're within melee range and trying to cast a ranged spell.
Okay, please do not fuck me. One of those was a nat 20, and the other is a 10, but plus 7 is
That'll
a 17 to
That'll
hit.
hit still.
Cool. Okay, and I have not.
I
rolled up
believe
yet,
that
so
is 1d10.
yeah, it's 1d10 fire damage, and it'll actually take all this damage because it's magic. That is a 9, baby.
Nice. Okay. So, yeah. pretty beat up, not quite bloodied yet, but pretty injured. Is there anything you want to do with your bonus or movement?
Cry. Well,
No, crying's a free action, as Chris Perkins has taught us.
Just do that, yeah.
I do have disengage.
Oh, disengage is a bonus.
I have
Is that part of expedition? Oh, of course, yeah, because expeditious retreat is specifically to get out of dodge. So yeah, you can disengage as a bonus action.
Okay, I could have done that before, that's fine. Okay, so I'm going to disengage as a bonus action, and I'm going to run behind Conrad and Beatrice. I'm assuming they're kind of further away from
they are in melee range with it.
She's gonna...
Kazir is probably the safe point.
She's gonna hide behind Kazir.
Alright. Okay.
Holding it neck.
Conrad.
Cool. I'm gonna stab it.
Alright, roll to hit.
I'm holding them in place for everyone.
Yeah, that's it. And
Yeah, it's
stab up under its like stab into its neck. Yeah. Cool.
And Kazir is on deck.
Kazir is
That's a
ready.
15 plus. Yeah, so 21 to hit.
21 certainly hits.
And I rolled a 5 again with my D8, so it's 9 damage plus my sneak attack. And for those I have rolled 6 and a 1, so 16 damage altogether.
Alright.
So 8 damage. Excellent.
It is
Cool.
bloodied at least now.
Sweet. And he's going to go... alright, he's going to do... Now, Fall, try and place a bit more pressure, get him on the ground, then we can really get his head off. And he'll be giving Fall advantage. As the help action.
Yeah. Okay. Kazir, your go.
Cool. So Kazir has just figured out that attacking doesn't do any good when it's him, so he's just not going to worry about it. He's going to see Sevia as a danger. So he's going to quickly spin around, just be like, "Hey, come here real quick. Just trust me." And he's going to put his hand over your hand, which is on your neck, and he's going to cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Okay, so roll the 2d8 plus your wisdom. Keep in mind that your hit point maximum has been reduced by, I believe it is 18 at this point.
Oh, that's gonna really suck then, isn't it? Oh, well,
She'll still get some back, but...
Oh yeah, get some. That's alright. That was a really good roll too. That is 14. That's 19.
19. So you're back up to your current full.
Can I do a 1st level spell as a bonus? I can't.
No, because you can do a cantrip as a bonus if you've got a cantrip bonus. But you only get, if you cast a level spell as your action, you can't use, you can't do it as both bonus and an action.
Okay. I thought you could do 0 or 1st as a bonus.
No.
Okay, that's alright.
Just 0.
Cool. Then no, he will just sort of stand there.
Alright.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Don't let anyone else in.
So Sevia, you do feel like you feel as good as you can, but you're not quite right. Like there's still a bit of injury to you. The vampires, as it gets to its turn, its wounds start to heal a little bit more, and it is going to try to... it'll use its action to try to get out of the grapple. So can you roll me a strength athletics check, please, Paul?
Okay. Oh, nice. That's an 18.
18. I rolled a 22, so it is free. But That was its action.
The creature you aid gains advantage on the next ability check it makes to perform the task you're helping with. So, Four should get advantage on that.
Yeah.
I mean, it was I've got a +0 to
Yes. Who knows? Roll well. Come on,
It
Four.
was the 13, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh well.
Alright.
That's used up that advantage too.
Oh no!
Oh well. That's fine.
Thanks, Mom.
The Ringmaster is going to try again to hit. He hasn't been going well thus far, but it's about all he can do at the moment. But I think this one might actually... It just misses.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Beatrice, you're more competent than he is. I don't think you should be following this guy.
He's... I'm just rolling really bad. If he hits, he should be
Well,
good,
we'll
but-
find out what happens when he hits.
Yeah.
If he ever hits.
Okay. Fall, it is your go.
Alrighty, so the vampire's gotten out of the grapple,
Yes.
so I will immediately go back on the offensive to defend. I'll do another flurry of blows.
Okay.
So
Roll
that's
to hit 3 times.
That's a 12 to hit for the first one.
That'll miss, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So you go to whack with the staff, but he knocks it away.
Yeah. Okay, and then so I go to do a side kick to the head, then I roll a 21 to hit.
That certainly hits.
Nice. Oh, that's 5 damage.
Alright, half to 2.
And then I will go and I'll do a spinning backwards hooking kick.
Alright.
That's a 22 to hit.
That also hits.
Nice. But my damage is so small. That's a 5 damage.
Okay, so that is again half to 2.
So I did like 4 damage, something like that.
Alright.
Oh, and then I will disengage and I will dart away.
Okay, using step.
It's part of my
You cannot.
class feature.
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah, when you attack, you can disengage.
Yeah, when
from,
I-
you
yeah,
are
for
considered
avoidance.
disengaged. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Beatrice. And Severe is on deck.
Beatrice is going to once again stab at the vampire, but this time she's going to use Ensnaring Strike.
All right.
So, that's a 19 to hit.
Okay, that will certainly hit.
So the target must succeed on a strength saving throw.
Okay, so roll the weapons damage, and I'll roll the strength save for the ensnaring strikes.
So 14 damage.
14 damage, that'll be half to 7. But it is... And then you get... what is the DC on the ensnaring strike?
So the oopsie, where is it? So it's 1d6 of damage at the start of each of its turns.
Yeah, but what is the save DC?
The save DC is 12.
12. It just meets it. Yeah, so it unfortunately is able to kind of snap out of the vines even before they take hold.
I miss Ismark.
Sevia.
Okay, it worked well last time and no one else got hurt. She's gonna try Fireball again. Actually, has this vampire said anything at any point apart from let me in?
No.
Okay.
Not really.
She's gonna, she's gonna fire. I should specify it's Firebolt, not Fireball. Yeah.
You don't get that until you level up next.
Yeah. So this is Firebolt. And I'm out of melee, so it's just a flat roll now.
Yes.
Okay, that's a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Cool. So that's 10. 9.
9.
Again?
Nice. Alright.
9.
Okay.
So, Conrad, after having just told Paul, hey, don't let it go, let's get it on the ground, and then about 2 seconds later, Paul kind of just gets outmaneuvered, obviously. It's just like, he just rolls his eyes, he's like, oh my god, alright, let's see what we can do to you, you bastard, and he's going to try and grapple the vampires. So.
Alright. Yeah, so roll me a athletics check.
Oh my god, an athletics check. Alright, here we go.
Opposed by its athletics or acrobatics.
A nat 20, so a 22. Thank you.
I rolled a natural 2, so 5. The vampire is grappled
Cool.
by
So what Kono does is he squares up to it, kicks its feet out from under it, I guess, and then like the momentum of kicking its feet out, like will get him sort of. So he kind of gets onto its chest, I guess, and he puts his hand hard down onto its neck, like the heel of his palm, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, cool, okay, and then he, so yeah, like that kind of very, very quick, ridiculous movement, and turns to Seavey and goes, your magic, he doesn't seem to be healing from, still looks a bit charred, so get at him, and that will be the help action for Sevia.
Okay.
So she'll have advantage for her next one.
Alright. Okay. Kazir.
Okay, so Kazir is going to just sort of wander up, just like sidestep and see if he can get. The vampire's not on the ground, is it?
No.
Oh,
Because
no,
that would be a separate action.
Okay, then I'll completely re-describe exactly what Conrad did then, because that was exactly what I was describing. Cool.
Yeah.
So you just holding him, I guess?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's what happens.
Sorry, Laura, that was really cool.
Yeah, come on, Dobby.
Yeah.
You didn't say anything. Technically, he should be on the ground.
Actually, no. We'll say he is
Yes!
because of
It was a
how
nat 20.
poorly he
Come
rolled,
on,
and
it
the
was a
fact
nat
that you
20.
rolled.
Yes, he's on the ground.
More importantly, you beat his roll by like
50.
17.
Cool. Okay, he's on the ground. Done.
Yes.
Because the vampire is on the ground, Kazir is going to toss his crossbow off to his side, pull out the mace, and he's going to try and double hand swing down as he drops down to his knee as well.
Alright. Roll to hit. You do have advantage because the creature is prone.
Yes, I need it, because Kazir is not a strong boy.
Highest roll.
God!
Highest roll. Wait, what do you get?
Very much a Kazir roll. With advantage, that's a 9.
Ugh. Yeah, that misses. You go to hit and hit into the floorboard.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, it didn't hit me, so that could be.
I like the idea that the vampire, like, moves out of the way, but it wouldn't have actually hit him anyway.
You still have a bonus action. If there's anything you can do with that.
Just shame, really. Just be disappointed in himself.
Alright.
He's gonna retrieve his mace and like, stand up again.
Yeah. The vampire is going to try to get out of your grapple, Conrad.
Alrighty.
So roll me a dexterity.
A dexterity check.
So acrobatics or athletics.
Acrobatics. Makes it a non-nat 20.
You got a natural 20 plus 3, so 23. So he is
Oh,
out.
come on! I get bucked off.
Yeah, you get bucked off, and he's gonna go to bite you.
Not this again. Okay.
But that's a natural 1. And then he's gonna use his other attack to claw at you.
Bites himself.
That's a natural 6, which becomes a 12.
Nope, doesn't make
Even
it.
out of your armor, that doesn't hit you.
Yep. Cool. Good. He knows his place.
Alright, Ringmaster
Nice try.
is going to try to... Oh, he's supposed to be getting 2 attacks with his sword cane. So he's going to do 2 attacks on the vampire.
Natural 1 both times.
No, a 12 and a 13, which with his +4s both actually hit this one. A 17. So each of these does... Okay, I need to throw an extra dice out. For each of these hits. So, the first attack does... So 19 points of damage, and then the second one is 21. So that is 40 damage all up, and it's a silvered sword.
Come on, dude, if you've been hitting all the time,
Yeah, come on,
this would have been so much shorter.
Yeah, this is on him.
And that takes out the vampire. It is dead.
Thank God.
Finally.
Come on, dude.
Alright, so we're not technically out of initiative yet, but we'll be a little bit more freeform with it until we encounter something where we need to take initiative. Okay. But for now, that is the end of this week's episode. Because this has been
it's been a long combat session.
Long one.
And we killed a bunch of bats and 1 vampire, and we haven't left the building yet.
And Sevia's max hit points are on something like single digits.
No,
Fun.
Not quite?
29. No.
No, that doesn't
No.
sound right.
You're down by
Absolutely
18.
not.
I'm
Yeah,
not that high.
Doesn't sound correct. I
Yeah,
think.
no.
We'll sort it out.
Cool. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah,
See you next
enjoy.
week.
Yes.
Bye.
See you next
Have a
week.
good one.
Thank you.
Bye.